Meander as verb. To follow a winding or twisting course. To move in a leisurely, aimless, or unpredictable way. His speech was long and meandering, making it hard for anyone to follow his point. The river meanders through the valley, creating beautiful curves and bends. She meandered through the park, enjoying the scenery and the fresh air. The path meanders through the woods, providing a peaceful and scenic walk. The conversation meandered from topic to topic, never staying on one subject for very long. Wanting as verb. To be in need of something. To feel a desire or need for something. She was wanting for nothing in her luxurious lifestyle. The family was wanting for food during the drought. The town was wanting for infrastructure, causing issues with transportation and communication. The country was wanting for a stable government, leading to political turmoil. The company was wanting for experienced workers in the industry. Embellish as verb. To add decorative details or ornaments to something, making it more attractive or interesting. To enhance or make more attractive with additional features, ornamentation, or details. The artist embellished the painting with intricate details. The writer embellished the story to make it more interesting. The chef embellished the dish with fresh herbs and spices. The singer embellished the melody with her own unique style. The speaker embellished the truth in order to impress his audience. Contrive as verb. To plan or arrange something with care or effort. To plan or devise a scheme, trick, or strategy with skill and cleverness, especially in order to achieve a dishonest or unethical end. The detective contrived a plan to catch the thief and retrieve the stolen jewels. The engineer contrived a way to improve the efficiency of the machine. The writer contrived a plot twist to make the story more interesting. The magician contrived a new trick to impress the audience. The teacher contrived a game to make learning fun for her students. Defray as verb. To pay or provide payment for costs, expenses, etc. To relieve someone of financial obligation. The company agreed to defray the cost of the employee's training program. The scholarship helped defray the expenses of the student's college education. The fundraiser was able to defray the medical expenses of the child's treatment. The government offered to defray the costs of the city's infrastructure repair. The organization provided a grant to defray the expenses of the research project.
Irk as verb. To cause annoyance, frustration, or boredom. To tire or weary by being too persistent, repeated, or dull.
The noise from the construction site was beginning to irk the neighbors.
The constant interruptions were beginning to irk the speaker. The fact that he was always late began to irk his boss. It irks me when people don't clean up after themselves. The teacher's habit of interrupting the students' work irked them.
Flag as verb. To become tired or exhausted, often as a result of physical exertion or illness. To mark or tag something, especially in computing or software development, to indicate that it requires further attention or action. The bank flagged the suspicious transaction and alerted authorities. The software flagged the error and suggested a possible fix. The teacher flagged the student's essay for plagiarism and required a rewrite. The security guard flagged the car for a random search and found contraband in the trunk. The medical staff flagged the patient's allergy and adjusted the treatment plan accordingly. Maintain as verb. To continue to have or hold something. To keep in a certain state, condition, or position. He maintained his innocence throughout the trial. The company has been able to maintain its profits despite the economic downturn. She maintains a strict exercise regimen to stay in shape. We need to maintain good relations with our clients to keep them coming back. The city has to maintain the roads and bridges to ensure safety for drivers.
Antedate as verb. To assign or record a date earlier than the actual date. To predate. To exist or occur before the usual or expected time. The manuscript was antedated to the 15th century, making it one of the earliest surviving copies of the text. The fossil was antedated to the Jurassic period, providing new insights into the evolution of the species. The contract was antedated to the beginning of the year, to ensure that it would be valid for the entire term. The artwork was antedated to the artist's early period, reflecting a different style and technique from his later works. The discovery of the ancient city antedated previous estimates of its existence by several centuries, changing the understanding of the region's history.
Surfeit as verb. To cause someone to feel uncomfortable or nauseated due to excess. To consume or supply excessively. To overindulge in something. Too much time spent on social media can surfeit the mind with useless information. The overabundance of advertising in the city was starting to surfeit the locals. The market was surfeited with cheap knockoff products. The politician's constant public appearances began to surfeit the public's appetite for her message. Her constant shopping was beginning to surfeit her wardrobe. Delegate as verb. To assign a task or responsibility to another person. To transfer authority to another person. The manager decided to delegate some of her responsibilities to her team members. The president delegated the task of negotiating with foreign leaders to his Secretary of State. The teacher delegated the responsibility of grading the quizzes to her teaching assistant. The coach delegated the task of organizing the team's equipment to one of the players. The CEO delegated the responsibility of leading the company's marketing efforts to the head of marketing. Beg as verb. To ask for something urgently or humbly, typically money or food. To implore or plead with someone to do something. The child begged for a toy in the store. He begged his boss for a raise. She begged her parents to let her go to the party. The homeless man begged for money on the street corner. The dog begged for a treat with his puppy dog eyes. Differentiate as verb. To distinguish or recognize the difference between two or more things. To make a distinction between things that are otherwise similar. The new model is designed to differentiate the company's product line from that of its competitors. Can you differentiate between these two similar-sounding words? The patient's symptoms made it difficult to differentiate between the two potential diagnoses. The company is working to differentiate itself in the crowded market by emphasizing its commitment to sustainability. The teacher used a variety of strategies to help students differentiate between fact and opinion. Disseminate as verb. To propagate, especially ideas or beliefs. To spread or distribute information or knowledge. The government launched a campaign to disseminate information about the new vaccination program. The nonprofit organization aims to disseminate their message to a broader audience through social media and advertising. The professor disseminated the results of her research study through academic journals and conferences. The company disseminated a memo to all employees regarding the new policy changes. The news network works to disseminate breaking news to viewers as quickly and accurately as possible. Transmute as verb. To change or transform from one form, nature, or substance into another. To convert or alter the properties of a substance through a chemical process. The alchemist tried to transmute lead into gold. She hoped to transmute her anxiety into motivation. The company wanted to transmute their negative image into a positive one. He was able to transmute his anger into compassion. The artist was able to transmute her pain into art.
Bridle as verb. Check or curb someone's behavior or emotions. To control or restrain something, especially by exerting influence or pressure. The horse bridled at the sight of the snake, refusing to go any further down the trail. The athlete bridled at the coach's criticism, insisting that they were doing their best. The journalist bridled at the editor's request to rewrite the story, arguing that it was already well written. The employee bridled at the manager's micromanagement, feeling that they were being treated like a child. The student bridled at the teacher's unfair grading, feeling that they deserved a better score.
IELTS verb. To greet or address, especially with a call or shout. To greet or welcome someone enthusiastically, often with a shout or gesture. The crowd cheered and hailed the victorious team. She hailed a taxi and climbed into the back seat. The ship was hailed by the harbor master as it entered the port. The king was hailed as a hero for his bravery in battle. The new president was hailed as a symbol of hope and change. Supplant as verb. To overthrow or take the place of someone or something through force or scheming. To replace or displace something or someone, often in a gradual or subtle way. The new software aims to supplant the old system and make it obsolete. The younger athlete is trying to supplant the older one as the team's starting player. The revolutionary technology threatens to supplant traditional manufacturing methods. The company is investing in new marketing strategies to supplant their competitors in the market. The new policy is meant to supplant the outdated one and improve the overall effectiveness of the organization. Raft as verb. To form a group or team, typically for a specific purpose or activity. To organize or arrange something in a hasty or improvised manner. They decided to raft down the river for a fun weekend activity. The explorers rafted across the rapids in a daring display of bravery. The team was forced to raft the flooded river to reach their destination. They planned to raft the length of the Amazon River to raise awareness for environmental issues. The group of friends rafted through the Grand Canyon, admiring the stunning scenery. Thwart as verb. To oppose or frustrate someone's efforts or intentions. To prevent someone from accomplishing a goal or plan. The police were able to thwart the burglary before any items were stolen. The security measures in place helped thwart the attempted break-in. The team's quick thinking thwarted the opponent's scoring attempt. The new regulations aim to thwart fraud in the financial industry. The company's security software is designed to thwart cyber attacks. Ready to boost your English? Meet our vocabulary app, the fun and effective way to master the language. Books learn advanced words with examples and audio. Direct hit master idioms, proverbs, and phrasal verbs. Video game enjoy quizzes, flashcards, and pronunciation tests. Glow showing Europe, Africa translate into 100+ languages, all in one app. Did you learn new words? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Download now and start your journey to vocabulary mastery.